So I'm out on the coast, Central Florida today, just kind of look around near my house. Always try to look in different habitats, different areas, especially in the winter. So let's see what I can dig up out here, if anything. Just come across a racer. They usually don't move because they think they're camouflage. It's got them covered. They know when they move, they've been spotted. There he goes. So this is a horseshoe crab, a dead horseshoe crab, obviously. This is the remains. These crabs were pretty common on the coast here, west coast of Florida, but they're not as prevalent anymore. When the Spaniards came over to this area, they called these things roaches. This is a medium size one. They get even bigger than this, but they would call them roaches. And there's actually a place here in Hillsborough County called Cockroach Bay, which it was named after these. So this horseshoe crab shell remains. Here's an even bigger one, the size of this one compared to my hand. Almost got a face hugger look to it. So I'm in North Florida going through a bog right now trying to look for red salamanders, ruber, and I've lost 2. So it was my target and I didn't get it. So I don't know, I gotta look for a little while longer, but it's getting late. So let's see what happens. The species I don't see in Central Florida. It's only in Northern Florida. So pretty cool. I'm gonna let them go. So this butte I just got. Beautiful Scarlet King. It's not my target today, but I'll take it because look at how many bands this has. Now, in Florida, Steve Chrisman, the late Steve Chrisman, did a study on the band counts, and what he found was the less band counts look more like coral snakes. So if there was more corals in the area, the Scarlet Kings mimicked them even more. So obviously where I'm at now, there's probably not a lot of corals, so we got more bands here. But I find that kind of cool. So it just depends on the area the Scarlet Kings are and the population of coral snakes, what they might look like. I really like the ones with lots of bands like this. They look great. Anyway, let this guy go, keep moving on for the target. Walked up on a racer, a pretty skinny one during the winter. Dwarf salamander. Here's a really large Scarlet King now. This is one of the biggest ones you're gonna find when you're out in the field. Usually they're small, 15, 16 inches. This one's maybe almost 2 feet. Very nice. Once again, the bands. A lot of bands on this one. Probably no coral snakes around here. Or at least not many. Cool. I think it's got a big skink here, and I'm pretty sure it's a broadhead. So these are actually pretty large, as you can see. Shiny skin. Pretty cool. So I'm out today in a kind of an interesting area that has some wetlands here, temporary ponds, near an upland area. So I've got dip net and ready to hike and dip net and do a few things today. So let's see what we get to turn up today. So here's an adult peninsula newt. Peninsula newts are central to South Florida, and then as you go further north you get central newts, and then kind of through the center of Florida, a little bit south, you get striped newts. This is a very common newt in Florida. Peninsula newt. Let's get the belly. Cool looking spotted belly. These guys, I don't want to mess with them too much. Let them go now. Peninsula newt. So here's the swamp snake. Black swamp snake. So today I'm back on my bike, taking it off into the trail so I can get more access to different places. It was cold last night in the 40s. It's going to warm up to the 70s today, so it looks like it's going to be a really good day. If nothing else, I'm going to enjoy the weather and the outdoors. So let's see what we can find. So I took off through the woods and had to carry my bike some ways because there's no trail and I'm gonna get to the other trail. But while I've been working in here, I've got a baby corn and a pretty good size Scarlet King. So I'm done for the day. I'm tired and I gotta ride my bike back, but I'm gonna let these guys go. And that's it for today. I'm calling this one a day. Whew. Well, I'm done for the day. I'm riding my bike back. I've been only out for a couple hours. I hit a couple of spots. Somebody's out today. I couldn't help but come out. I've got to start getting some diversity here instead of corn snakes and Scarlet Kings. Hopefully now as it gets warmer, I can start switching it up a little bit. So that's what I'm hoping to do in February. So anyway, that's it for today. And I guess stay tuned for the next video. I try to keep putting them out here. Hopefully they're interesting. I do this mostly for my own records and kind of like a journal of what I've done for the year to look back on it. So it's kind of cool. Instead of photos, now I do it in videos. So anyway, stay tuned.